This movie is about cars, and the main character is a racing car named Lightning McQueen. At the beginning of the movie, we see McQueen arriving at a big racing competition. As soon as the race begins, McQueen quickly moves ahead of all the other cars and takes the lead, leaving every other racer behind. Lightning McQueen feels extremely confident and proud. The crowd cheers loudly for him and fully supports him as he gets closer to victory. Just when he is about to win the race, one of his tires suddenly bursts, forcing him to stop on the track immediately. But after a moment, McQueen regains control and pushes forward again. As he races toward the finish line, two other cars pull up beside him, and all three cross almost at the exact same time. It becomes impossible to tell the winner just by looking, so the final decision is delayed. When the official result is finally announced, everyone learns that the race has ended in a tie. Since there wasn't even a split-second difference between their finishes, the officials decided to hold the race again 1 week later. Determined to win, McQueen begins training even harder than before. A few days later, he and his truck friend head toward the big race. But during the long journey, they both start feeling sleepy, and accidentally the back door of the truck swings open on the road. McQueen also rolls out, but he is still fast asleep. A moment later, he suddenly notices 3 large trucks driving straight toward him on the road. If he had not avoided crashing beneath those trucks, he would have been thrown aside instantly. After getting separated from his friend's truck, he speeds off as fast as possible to search for him. Within just a few seconds, he spots another truck ahead that he thinks that maybe this truck belongs to his friend, so he immediately starts following it. But after going a little farther and finally seeing the front clearly, he realizes that it is not his friend's truck at all. He had been following a completely different truck the whole time, and he does not even know how far away he has come while chasing it. Because of this, he becomes very sad and completely hopeless. He starts wondering how he will ever find his friend now. Feeling lost, he turns toward the other side and gets onto the highway. By this time, it is already very late at night, so he begins driving at full speed. However, there are police cars on the highway as well, and they quickly start chasing him at high speed. The moment McQueen notices this, he pushes himself even faster and races ahead. Because he didn't want to get into even more trouble, he kept driving fast. First, he got separated from his friend, and second, if he failed to arrive on time, he would miss the big car race. On top of that, a police car was chasing him from behind, so he pushed his speed even higher. But after a while, he suddenly got tangled in a huge mess of wires, making the situation even worse, and the things lying on the road also started getting tangled in the wires. Because of this, the police quickly caught him, and he was taken back to the same town and locked up there. Later, McQueen was brought to the court, where the judge's car arrived as well. Because McQueen claimed that the damaged road happened because of their mistake, when you already knew the speed limit, it would have been better for you to leave this town immediately. Just then, a female lawyer arrives there, and since she is also a car, her name is Sally. After that, she says to the lawyer that she would like to speak with him privately, since McQueen had damaged the road. The people believed that removing him from the town would not solve anything. The local residents were already facing many problems while passing through that road, so they decided that McQueen himself should repair it. They also agreed that he should play a major role during the road repair work. After everyone accepts this decision, the scene then shifts to the place where the big racing competition was going to happen. All the cars were waiting for McQueen, but when his friend's truck finally arrived and opened the back door, everyone realized that McQueen was not inside. This made everyone extremely worried. At the same time, McQueen had already started repairing the damaged road. He kept telling the people that he had an important racing competition to attend and that he needed to leave soon. But nobody paid attention to him because this repair work was considered his punishment. Finally, McQueen looked at everyone and said, "Okay, then tell me one thing. If I repair this road quickly, can I leave after that?" McQueen asks. An old car standing nearby tells him yes, because once the road is repaired, his punishment will be over. Hearing this, McQueen immediately begins fixing the damaged road, even though repairing roads was never his job. Since he was actually a famous racing car, McQueen was unable to repair the road properly and quickly, and when the judge arrived the next day to inspect the work, he was very disappointed with the condition of the road. After looking at it carefully, the judge told McQueen that he had done a terrible job and would have to repair the entire road again. McQueen tells him that he has already said he is a racing car, and fixing roads is not his kind of work. Hearing this, the judge replies that if he is really such a great racing car, then they should settle it with a race. He says that if McQueen wins, he will be free to leave and the road will be repaired by someone else. But if the judge wins, then McQueen himself will have to repair the road. As soon as he hears about the race, McQueen becomes extremely happy because racing is the one thing he knows best. So he thinks that he will win. The moment the race begins, McQueen drives extremely fast, but the judge does not move forward at all. While speeding ahead, McQueen keeps driving without looking properly in front or around him. And because of that, he suddenly falls into a deep ditch, and the judge wanted to teach McQueen a lesson because he had made the road extremely dirty. And after realizing everything, McQueen also started feeling very bad. Earlier, he got trapped because of his reckless speed, but now he began rebuilding the road once again, and this time he was making it properly and carefully. Everyone admired the new road a lot, but after some time, they noticed that McQueen had already left for his big race after completing only half of the road, but we see him in the same ditch where he had fallen earlier, practicing for his race again. Just then, the judge arrives there and calls him over, then says, "What kind of way is this? Finish the road properly." So, McQueen comes back once again and starts working on the road, but then the lawyer Sally comes there and tells him that he can take some rest because she understands that this is not really his job, but she also feels that this punishment is enough for him. Later that night, we see McQueen with the old car, and slowly they become good friends. After that, the old car takes McQueen to the fields where many tractors are standing, and when McQueen sees them, he gets surprised. Then those tractors start honking loudly. But after a moment, the harvester arrives there and begins moving angrily toward McQueen and the old car. This scene becomes very interesting because McQueen and the old car are standing in front while the angry harvester keeps chasing them from behind. So both of them somehow reach the road safely and think that no one should get hurt again. There, McQueen watches the old car driving and says that he can also drive really well. Then the next day arrives, and now very little time was left before the race began. So McQueen goes to the judge and asks if he can leave now, or if he still has to continue the work again. But the judge tells him, "You should go from here. I'm busy right now." The judge was actually very busy. So McQueen walks away feeling sad. And then he notices a warehouse outside nearby. When he walks inside, he notices several trophies kept there, which had been won in races. He also finds a newspaper that reveals the judge used to be a famous racing car in the past. Seeing this makes him feel really happy, because the judge had once been an even greater racer than him. Right after that, McQueen goes directly to the judge and asks why he never told anyone about it. McQueen says that he feels proud after learning the truth and requests the judge to teach him some racing skills. McQueen tells the judge that he would feel very happy to learn from him, but the judge refuses and says that he can no longer teach anyone because he is not a racing car anymore. After hearing this, McQueen comes outside and starts telling all the cars in the town that their judge was once a very famous racing car. He is surprised that nobody knew about the judge's past and wonders how such a legendary racer could leave racing behind after becoming so popular. Even McQueen says that he also does not know about it, so none of the cars believe his words. Hearing this, McQueen feels very upset and quietly becomes sad. Later, Sally takes him on a long drive, and during the journey both of them keep talking for a long time, while sharing old memories. Sally tells him that their town was once a beautiful and lively place, where many travelers used to stop and spend time happily. But after the route was changed and a new road was built, people slowly stopped visiting the town, and because of that the whole city eventually became empty and lonely. But then McQueen notices that many tractors are coming there while loudly honking their horns, because McQueen had been teasing them. So they all started chasing after him, and McQueen quickly began running away. While escaping, he reaches the same place where the judge was practicing racing once again, because even though he no longer races now, today he wanted to relive his old memories and enjoy life the way he did in his younger days. Seeing all this, McQueen becomes very surprised. He feels very good. So McQueen immediately follows the judge. It seemed as if the judge wanted to hide something from him. But McQueen says, "Respected judge, I am very fascinated by this. But why do you hide this, and why did you stop racing?" So now the judge starts telling the real story. That many years ago, when he used to be a racing car, his life was completely different, he says. "I had a very bad accident. I was completely broken, so badly that I could not even move properly. After that, I was repaired. But when I returned to the racing world, no one accepted me. Because my heart keeps breaking, and deep down you already know that very well. Every scene slowly changes. And step by step we move toward a long road that looks beautifully built before our eyes. And all the people there spend time together while talking for hours late into the night. McQueen slowly becomes friends with everyone, and the whole group starts looking truly happy together. But after some time, McQueen's truck friend suddenly arrives there and says, "So this is where you are." He had also brought a big board with him, because he came there to take McQueen back. They take him back with them because the big car racing competition is about to begin very soon. Then the day finally arrives when the race starts, and McQueen also enters the track with full focus. But while racing, he suddenly starts remembering Sally and feels sad that he could not properly meet her before leaving. Because of these thoughts, his speed slowly begins to decrease, and little by little, he also starts losing his balance during the race. But then he notices the church and spots the same old car, who had become his close friend. Seeing him gives McQueen a lot of confidence, and he starts driving happily once again. But suddenly, a big green car gets jealous of him and increases its speed. It comes near McQueen, bumps into him, and races ahead to overtake him. But McQueen was smart too, and he was not ready to give up so easily. First, he quickly reverses his car completely. After that, he speeds forward with full power and once again takes the lead ahead of every other racer. But the green car cannot tolerate seeing him in front. Again and again, that green racer tries to overtake him and suddenly crashes into McQueen one more time. During all this chaos, McQueen's tire gets punctured badly. But after replacing the damaged tire without wasting time, he immediately jumps back into the race and continues driving at full speed. Now, McQueen starts speeding ahead very fast. But that green car keeps trying to crash into him again and again. McQueen doesn't care about anyone and drives straight toward the finish line. And there we see that while trying to move ahead, the green car accidentally smashes into another racer. That car goes flying into the air. But even after getting so close to the final line, the green car still fails to cross it in time because he remembered the terrible accident from his previous race. McQueen suddenly lost his focus for a moment, and during that time, the green car sped past him and crossed the finish line first to take the victory. But then McQueen noticed the damaged blue car, and it instantly reminded him of the judge's painful crash from the past. Seeing that condition, McQueen quickly turned back toward him without caring about the result of the race. He went near the blue car and started pushing him forward with full effort until they finally reached the finish line together, creating a moment that everyone watching would remember forever. The green car wins the race and receives a huge trophy. But when he drives in front of the crowd, no one is there to cheer for him or celebrate his victory. Seeing this, the green car becomes very angry, while on the other side, all the cars start appreciating McQueen because they know how kind and talented he truly is. After watching everything, a company car arrives near McQueen and offers him a sponsorship deal, asking if he would like to work with them in the future, and if there is any dream or wish of yours that we can fulfill, it would make us happy. By now, McQueen had become everyone's hero. So McQueen replies that he does have one wish. He then calls the old car over and tells the company car that this old car is his close friend, and fulfilling his friend's wish is what matters most to him. McQueen says that his friend has always dreamed of flying, so he asks them to take him up and show him the entire city from the sky. His wish is accepted, and soon McQueen's friend gets the chance to enjoy a helicopter ride. After that, McQueen goes to meet his friend Sally, whom he had been missing for a long time. He spends time with her in the city and plans to make sure everyone around them stays happy together. And now, because McQueen was staying there, many cars started coming just to see him, and slowly that empty town began becoming lively again, while happiness and prosperity returned to the city. And with this beautiful moment, the story finally comes to an end.